Hello everyone, Steve here. So for today's video, I'm gonna be talking about yeah, sound euphonium. But before I do, actually no, yeah. Well, I just finished the first season, the first season of it yesterday, and I'm currently now watching the second one. As I'm speaking, currently I'm ready. Well, currently I already watched like the first two episodes, and I'm currently on the third. However, of course, the server that I use to watch it, of course, like the cap on, yeah. However, the server I'm using, of course, doesn't really pick up like the caption. Yeah, it doesn't pick the captions, which kind of sucks. Which means I don't really know what. Which means I don't really know like what they're saying pretty much because the captions aren't picking up. So I probably have to use a different server. So yeah. But yeah. Yeah, and that's that. But like yeah, beside that, so far for the series, I'm actually really enjoying it a lot. And I love to see how the series continues on. I did watch like the first season, specifically the dub, which recently has been dubbed, which I'm actually surprised of. Um because when I first like looked the series up and saw only like the first season was dubbed. I saw it was like due to like legal reasons, like I don't know, licensings. That being was like yes, because I first saw it was like probably licensing. Yeah, something to do with licensing related. I don't know. I don't like. Well, I'm a lawyer or anything, or I didn't really know about like I don't know how how like or how it works pretty much. But I thought it would be like Psyche K. That being was like only like the first season got dubbed and the rest is like is like the rest hasn't. But no, actually, the rest is gonna be dubbed. However, it's not gonna happen for quite a while, so you know. But I am gonna probably rewatch the entirety of the series, once it gets fully dubbed. But that's not gonna happen for quite a while. But yeah. But aside that, I'm actually really enjoying the series a lot. And I love to see how it continues on pretty much. So yeah, like and yeah that. And the reason why I'm getting into the series is pretty much is simply because is like I did want to watch some like music, some like anime music related content because I already watched like three those being K-On, Bonchi the Rock, and Mongolian Chop Squad, which those series I really enjoyed, pretty much. Well, yeah. However, for K-On Core, K-On has already ended. The series has already ended, and I don't think there's any plans for like a third season or even like a special. Even though we got like the manga of like K-On High, K-On College, and the little spin-off series, K-On Shuffle, which is still currently on a definite hiatus. Then for like Bonchi the Rock, we're still waiting on. We're still waiting on like the second season, which is coming out soon. I think I don't know. However, it's still gonna be a while, and then also the manga is also on definite hiatus, and then for like Mongolian Chop Squad, sadly the series or the anime of course only got like a f- yeah the only got like a season one. That's it. It and while I have read the manga, which I really love, and I do actually recommend you guys to read. However, I don't think we're gonna get any more like content for that since the series has already ended, and the anime is not gonna probably get a second season, or which kind of sucks. So yeah. And yeah, I'm pretty much watching Sound Euphonia pretty much because I don't know I want to watch like another show that is similar to like Bone the Rock and K-On, those are two shows I really love of pretty much. So yeah. And so far, I'm pretty much loving it. Was like the characters, the motives of why they love, playing the instruments. And so on, pretty much. And also learn a bit more of the personal lives. And also, that. And then also, while I was like watching it, of course, like I was shocked, of course, of like, well, I know it's gonna be music related. However, it's different because unlike the two of the other series I mentioned, which are like pretty much like rock band, which are principally band related. They're more like or it's like a concert band pretty much, which is very different compared to like Bunchy the Rock and K-On. So yeah, and yeah, generally I'm actually really loving the series. Like this shit is straight up flop is peak. So yeah, and yeah, I feel like that's all I have to say for today's video. I am still gonna continue on watching it. I still, yeah, I'm gonna watch. Yeah, I think yeah, season 1 and 2, as well as like probably like I think there's some movies. I'm not gonna watch the recap movies, because the recaps, and then also but I think they are like a movie you have to watch to understand like the yeah what happens. Yeah, because I think one of the movies that takes place between the event of the second season and the third, and there's also like the little special sequels which I'm also gonna watch just yeah if I have like any spare time pretty much. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a splendid day. I'm just gonna go. Well, I'm just gonna continue watching Sound Euphonium, not on the TV but on my laptop. So yeah, hope you guys have a splendid day. I'm out. Bye bye.